welcome back to my channel. Please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you. These are the things that we'll be needing for this tutorial. Our small crinoline, this our shiny velvet. You're going to be needing your fabric gum, your thread and your needle, stones, feathers. Now if there are any other things we will need during the video, you'll be seeing them. The first thing we want to do is we want to attach our velvet trimmings or bias to our crinoline. I have started this off camera, but I'm just going to be showing you how to do it. Now you're going to apply your gum on this. After applying it, just like I usually say, allow it to dry a little so that it's going to stick faster and it's also not going to smear your work. Once it is a little bit dry, the next thing you want to do is put it on your crinoline, the side of the crinoline that you are working with, like so. Another thing you need to take note of is that don't put the gum on everything at once because you may not be able to handle it well. I'm through with attaching the bias trimmings or tape to the crinoline. The next thing I'm going to be doing is I'll take my thread, just my thread, and I'm going to be using it to gather both edges of the crinoline. After tying both ends of our crinoline, what we are going to be doing next is we are going to be taking our thread and our needle and we are going to be running loose stitches throughout the crinoline. Note that we have two sides. We are going to be gathering this other side that does not have the bias tape. We've gotten to the other side of the crinoline. What we are going to be doing now is we are going to be drawing everything together with our thread. After gathering it, you should have something like this. So what you want to do is you want to form a rose with it. So just take one particular side and then start twisting it like this. After twisting it and the crinoline is exhausted, then you take your thread and your needle that is still hanging from your gathering, and you use it to sew everything together. After sewing everything together, I'm going to be tying it off at the back like so. At this point, you should have something like this. The next thing that I want to do is to introduce our elastic to our crinoline bow. You can decide to use your Alice band, but I'm going to use my elastic. For some people, they cut it out, but I'm not going to be cutting it out. I'm just going to sew it on it like that. So far, this is what we have. Now before we do the next thing, let us trim off any, especially for the upper parts, any excess crinoline that may be peeking through. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to introduce our feather, and this is how I'm going to be putting the feather. I'm not going to be putting it the way I don't know the normal way. I'm going to be cutting it into pieces to put it. Now I've done this three. Now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the remaining. Going for the small one so that I don't have to pieces these big ones. So I'll just pick like maybe two or three more. These are the ones that I have picked I'm going to use. For these ones, I already chose um the size, so I'm going to be trimming it off so that it matches with others. We have something like this. What I want to then do is I'm going to be taking my fabric gum and I will apply it on the middle part of this our project. After applying it, just like I will usually say, allow it to dry a little before you put whatever you want to put on it. Now that it is dry a little, I'm going to be taking my feathers and I'm going to be putting them like this. For anyone that is too big, you can decide to trim it off. Now when you are done with fixing the feathers, just press it in the middle like this so that you are sure that everything is attached to the fascinator. Once we are done with the feathers, the next thing we want to introduce are our stones. So just like I usually say, it is better you look at the placement of whatever you want to put before you eventually put your gum. So I like the way it is like so. So I'm just going to be applying my gum at the back of the stone. I'm going to drop this and allow it to dry a little before putting it on the fascinator. Once the stone is dry a little, I'm going to be putting it on my fascinator. Even after putting it on my fascinator, I'm still going to allow the stone to sit a little on the fascinator, then I will press it more so it sticks more. So now after sitting a little, I'm going to press it, and trust me, it allows it to stick and stay for a long time. Now for the back, what I usually do is a fabric of this color that does not fray. I cut it out in a circular form and I use it to cover it. When I say a fabric that does not fray, it means that a fabric that is something like this, that means when you pull it, it doesn't go apart. Yes. Or what you can do is there's something that fashion designers call breast pad. Yes, you can just cut a bit, a circular shape, and then use it to cover this back, because you can't leave it like this. It's not tidy enough. And that is it. This is what we have. And trust me, try this. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And see you in my next video. Bye.